Hey guys, welcome to this brand new series I've just created. This is called My Portfolio. In this series, I'm going to take you guys through the different companies in which I invest, and I'm going to justify why I decided to invest in these specific companies. Now, for the first video, I decided to just show you guys what the mental process is of me choosing a stock and sort of getting ideas of what I could invest in. All right. So, step number one would be trying to identify what kind of investor I am at this point. Am I a long-term investor? Am I a short-term investor? Am I anywhere in between? Am I a day trader? These are important things to know, guys, and this will affect your timeline, and this will affect your selection of different companies when it comes to investing in these companies. Now, Jeremy from the Financial Education channel just put out a video on the different kinds of investors. I encourage you guys to go check out that video. I'm going to put a link down in the description just below. Now, step number two, you want to close all your electronics, guys. Shut your mind off from all these different stimuluses that are coming towards you, bombarding you with different companies, different names. Oh, invest in this, invest in that. This is the next big thing. Oh, this is going to be the next big thing in the upcoming decade, and blah, blah, blah. Shut everything down, guys. Grab a piece of paper, grab a pen. That is all you need. All right. Step number three, think. Think about what you would do if I gave you $1 billion and I told you you need to invest, you need to start up a company and make it the most profitable company that you can. All right. Think about what you would do with that money and what kind of company you would make. Now, I'm not expecting you just to spring up ideas based out of nothing. I'm expecting you to use what you know, what you are particularly knowledgeable about, and try to find something within that realm. Now, what you know is based on what you do for a living, on the people that you talk to, on the people that you meet. It's based on the things that you do in your everyday life, the products that you consume, the services that you take advantage of. So use all of these things to your advantage, guys. What I do for a living, I work in healthcare, and I try to use that to my full advantage when I invest. I know how healthcare works. I know the people that use healthcare. I know what their needs are. I know what their products, what they use as products. I know what they need as services. I try to optimize on my knowledge and try to use these things to find companies that address specific issues and specific needs. Because in the end, that's all it comes down to. Identifying a need, identifying a specific demand within society that you can target and that you can invest in later on. All right? So once you've found that specific demand, once you've found that need that your product will address, that your company will fill, all right, in terms of a need. Once you've identified that, you need to put that demand to the test, all right? That product or that niche company or that specific service, you need to put it to a test. And that test is just a series of questions. What will the next 100 years look like for that specific product? And I say 100, guys, because I want you to think very long term. If you're thinking, I don't know, robotics, renewable energy, you're probably going to say, well, oh my God, in 100 years, this thing will be, everyday life. There's going to be robotics everywhere. Everything will be solar-based or wind-based or, hydro, or everything will be based on renewable energy and robotics, for example. So those might be things you want to consider when making long-term investments. All right. Another thing you want to ask when thinking about your specific product or company is, will demand for that product increase over time? More specifically, can that demand be filled by an alternative product? Basically, what are your competitors and what are your, even just different alternatives? For example, I gave out solar power just a while ago. An alternative to that would be fossil fuels and natural gas and hydro and wind power and everything else. And you want to try and identify what the alternatives are and what the possible advantages of the alternatives would be. All right. Once you've identified all these things, guys, that's when you want to start opening up your computer, doing some research, and then starting to identify specific companies that you are then going to compare one by one to another, based on their specifics, all right, based on their financial information, on their balance sheets, on their their PEs. You want to crunch numbers. That's the only moment you want to crunch numbers. That is the last step. And why I say this is because before you even open your computer and look for a specific company, you should know exactly what company you're looking for. All right. And when I say what company you're looking for, I don't mean you should open your computer and already know you're looking to invest in Apple or Amazon. That's not what I mean. I mean, you should have a mental picture of exactly what your company will be providing as a service or a product, who it will be providing it to, and how it will be providing it to them. Then you want to start looking for companies that fill these criteria. And if Amazon or if Apple falls into those categories, then fine. But you're not going to start looking for specific companies. You're going to start looking for specific products that meet a specific demand. Okay, that is the most important thing, because if you don't do that, you're starting off with a biased opinion of what you want to do in terms of investment. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave this video here. We're going to go into a little bit more detail about why I choose different companies in the future videos. I'm going to do one video for every company I invest in and go through why I chose this company and why specifically this company and not its competitor, and all the whole 9 yards, guys. I'm going to talk to you about everything in there. I'm also going to start putting out videos in the basic investment terms playlist about balance sheet informations, so that when we look at the specific companies that I'm going to mention to you guys later on in this playlist, that you guys have information to base yourself on when I'm going to be talking about the balance sheet information and the financial and technical information of each company. All right, so I'm going to leave this here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.